Hi. Hello. 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 Is anybody home? Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Saturday, July 25th, 2026. I just heard the word Thursday again. It's always fucking Thursday. What is happening on Thursdays? I want to know. Because other than eating Burger King and and Sammy's on Thursday and having a beer, which I really enjoyed, um, I didn't do anything on Thursday. I walked, I watched TV, that's it. I did this. I enjoyed my day off. Like, I don't know. Like, what is with the Thursdays? You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You do not need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? The door is open. The cats are freewheeling it. I got Homer down here somewhere. Harley's on the bed snoozing. You can see her behind me. I think Bubbles is in the kitchen on one of the towers. I don't know. But they're loose and fancy free. We're using the Summer Meadows Lenormand deck by Hattie Thorne. You can still find this at hattiethorne.com in her Etsy shop. Guys, sign up for her newsletter. She sends out coupons. She sends out updates when she does sales, when she has new cards. She's great. She's amazing. Today is Hattie Thorne Saturday. We got one on the table, two on the table. What is that song? Who sings that song? There's a woman. There's a woman out here. Maybe you take how it resonates. You can change it to a masculine if you need to. Um, that's looking to travel. That's looking to get away. And I heard, oh, it's Enya. I think it's Enya. Sail away, sail away, sail away. It's Enya, right? I think it's Enya. I'm gonna look in a minute. Once I pull other cards, I'm gonna look. I'm pretty sure it's Enya. Right, Homer? Look at you, so pretty, kitty. You're a pretty kitty. We got three on the table. Someone might be a little tired with the uncertainties of life, and it's like somebody wants to get away. Like somebody wants to just kind of like leave their troubles behind, maybe take a vacation. It could be somebody moving, but to me it gives more like adventure vacation. Somebody feels like, I don't know, maybe they don't know where they belong, or maybe they feel like they don't have a home. I mean, they could have a home, right? But they just might not feel like where they're supposed to be. Two more shuffles. Yeah, like somebody's at a crossroads in their life. Like this is somebody reevaluating, okay? Like, where am I going? What path am I on? Is this the right path for me? Like, do I still want to do these things with my life, or do I want to do something else? Do I want to be someone else? We got six on the table. Yeah, somebody has choices. Somebody has choices. Like, somebody has choices to make. Somebody might feel like something has been too hard. Like the path they chose has been too hard. We got seven with bottom of the deck. Whomever this is, they have growth coming their way. So if it's somebody that decides to stay on their path they're on, they have growth coming their way. If this is somebody that decides, okay, I don't want to be a chef anymore, I want to be a teacher, they have growth coming their way. Like either way, like somebody somebody is destined to be good at whatever they choose to do. And I feel like most people have this. They have the opportunity for this. If you live your life in a fairly upright manner, if you tend to be a pretty honest, genuine human being, everybody has the opportunity to just be who they are and love what they do. And I feel like whomever this is, they're just questioning, like this is somebody maybe for a while, weeks, months, years, they felt like, oh, like I don't know that I'm going in the right direction anymore. I don't know if this is my abundance, if this is my stability. Like somebody just has questions. We got woman, ship, clouds. I just heard what's her name? Clouds Illusions, I recall. I really didn't know Clouds at all. I love that song. I love that song. I told you guys about it earlier in the year. There was that movie that I watched. My friend recommended it to me. He's deaf. The movie is about a girl who can speak, but her mom, her dad, and her brother are deaf. And she wants to be a singer, and she's really good. And her family's like, oh no, like you have to stay here and stay in the family business. Otherwise, how is anybody supposed to understand us? And how are we supposed to understand them? Because we're deaf, right? And she's like, I want to go off to college. I want to be a singer. I want to be, like, I want to have a life. And her family just doesn't get it. They don't get it. It's a really good movie. It's really good. Crossroads. We got mountain. The bottom of the deck, arch. Or arc. However you want to phrase that. I just turned on my damn flashlight. Yep. Oh. Okay, so there's Come Sail Away by Styx. I know what that is. Sail Away by David Gray. There is a song called Renoka Flow by Enya. I'm assuming that's the song where she says, sail away, sail away. And the movie, because I bought it, so it should be listed here somewhere. Purchases. Coda. Came out in 2021. The movie is called Coda. Amelia Jones. She's the daughter, the singer. She has an amazing voice. Okay. Marlee Matlin. Troy Kotsur. Daniel Durant. John Fiore. Lonnie Farmer. Kevin Chapman. Amy Forsyth. A bunch of different actresses and actors. Coda. It's very good. Yeah, so somebody might feel the urge to travel around just to see, like maybe somebody wants to move. Maybe somebody's unhappy with their home. Like if somebody grew up somewhere and they've always lived there, maybe somebody's realizing like I just want to get out, like moving from here in Illinois to Florida, or moving from Florida to Colorado, or moving from Colorado to New York City. Like sometimes people just realize like I've lived here my whole life. I want to live somewhere else. you know? Let me travel the world. Maybe I want to move to China. Maybe I want to move to Australia. Maybe I want to move to Denmark, you know? Maybe somebody's realizing they're wild at heart, you know? Like it's time for them to roam, you know? Maybe they never let themselves do that. Maybe they never sowed their wild oats, right? Maybe this is their way of doing that. Hi, bub. What you doing? Look at that belly. Look at that white belly. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful belly. I know. I can't reach you over there. You're too far away, little babe. Yeah, maybe. Oh, sorry, I poked you in the face with my nails. It was stabbing pain. Stabbing pain. Yeah, maybe somebody's just realizing, like, it's time. It's time for me to go somewhere else. It's kind of funny. Like, I think about my dad's parents, okay? They both grew up in Wyoming. When they got married, they moved out this way. My grandfather was in the Navy. They lived in Maryland. They lived in San Diego. They kind of moved around, and they had 3 kids, you know, and my dad was the middle. Poor middle baby. Surrounded by 2 sisters, nonetheless. They settled here in Illinois. My grandfather's sister settled here in Illinois with her husband, had their family here, but my grandparents came from nothing. Like, they were kicking the can in the alley in Cheyenne, Wyoming when they were little kids. That was their entertainment. They didn't come from rich families. My grandfather worked himself up to be a plastic surgeon at Lake Forest Hospital in Illinois, which was back in the day one of the most prestigious hospitals, and probably technically still is. He retired in 89, 87, 88, 89, something like that. My grandparents moved to Arizona. Because of my grandparents, I got to go on vacation every 2 years with my brother, my parents, them, sometimes my 2 aunts. I got to see the country. I got to go to Mexico, Canada, Alaska. I went on a cruise. The whole family went for my grandparents' 50th anniversary, an Alaskan cruise. It was amazing. I never would have had that without them. But I'm not a roamer. Like, I grew up here in Illinois. I grew up in Mundelein, Illinois. Now I live in Round Lake, Illinois, which is like maybe 10 miles from Mundelein. Like, I've never lived anywhere else. I've visited other places. I've been to England. I've been to France. I've been to Jamaica twice. I've been into literally every state on the West Coast. One of my favorite places in the whole wide universe is Seattle. My great grandmother lived there. The hill that overlooks Seattle, it has all the houses, and it overlooks Seattle. You're not allowed to build up. Like, however your house is, that's how your house is. You're not allowed to add to it. My great grandmother lived on that hill. When you would go out on her backyard, you would have to walk down a steep incline to get to her little garage, carport, whatever you want to call it, where the alleyway was back there. And then the next row of houses started. And then the next row of garage and alleyways. You weren't allowed to build up. She had like a little 2 or 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It was like a half basement that walked out. She had a beautiful little house. My grandmother and I think her sister was gone by that time, and her brother was gone. So it was my grandmother and then the 2 kids of her sister, because her brother had no children. They sold that house for $750,000, and it's just a little tiny bungalow looking house with like a half basement. Beautiful house. Beautiful house. And again, she was in Wyoming. She was in Cheyenne, Wyoming. When my great grandfather passed away, she moved out to Seattle. She had that, like, well, I'm gonna move somewhere else now. I'm gonna see the world, right? I've been here my whole life. I've never lived anywhere else. My two aunts grew up here. One moved and settled in Fargo, North Dakota. My other, who has since passed away, moved to Montana, moved to Oregon, moved back to Montana. Some of us have a little more adventurous spirit than the other, It's okay. It is what it is. I would love to move somewhere else. If I could afford it, I probably would. I think I would probably keep my condo here and rent it out, honestly. But I would move somewhere else. I think it would also depend on what I'm doing, because it's expensive out there, It's not cheap to move, and it's not cheap anywhere, honestly. I like this, though. Whomever this is, they have the opportunity for growth. Whichever path they decide to get on, wherever they decide to go, whatever they decide to do with themselves. He's like showing off his belly. Like, look at me. I can't reach it. It's too far away. Hi. Hi, Homer. You can overcome any obstacle, any challenge. And I just did this in the other reading, the tarot reading. It's pretty much the same thing. It's like you can overcome any obstacle or challenge. It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. I think whomever this is has a lot of great things in store for them. And who says you have to pick one thing and stick with it? If you're a wanderer, then wander. Be one of those people that quits your job and sells all your shit and gets in your car and drives 3 states over, rents an apartment, takes a job at a grocery store, lives there for a year, packs up their shit, goes 5 states over, gets a job, gets an apartment, lives there for 3 years. And then, you know what I mean? Like, you can start over in life as many times as you want to. And if you're just out there for the experience, then go live it. All these people that live in RVs and they travel all over the country. They don't have permanent homes. They have homes on wheels. So do that. Be safe. Okay, be safe. But do that. We all have the opportunity and the means to do whatever the hell we want. It's all about your mindset. And it's all about the energy that you put into it for you. I'm going to let this go. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Saturday. And I'll talk to y'all later.